There are things we learn about ourselves as we live. We learn our limitations. We start to understand and acknowledge our weaknesses, the temptations we're subject to. And if we're wise, we adapt. Maybe there was a time when we were overly confident and impulsive, or just ignorant, and we got burned or made mistakes, hurt somebody, or embarrassed or shamed ourselves, and we say, well, I don't want to do that again. Well, that's what a wise and mature person with self-awareness would do. But there's also a trap in there. Those weaknesses, those limitations can become part of our identity. We can let them define us and confine us. It makes me sad when I hear somebody say, oh, I can't do this or that because I'm unable to control myself. I don't have the discipline. Or that exercise hurts my knees. That's just who I am. Now, certainly, again, there are situations we must avoid. If you're a struggling alcoholic, don't go to a bar just to prove you can. But we shouldn't let our fears or self-imposed limitations become things that hold us back and keep us from growing. Maybe instead of saying, this is who I am, try saying, this is something I need to manage. Because that turns the situation from an unchangeable set of facts into one that's full of possibility. How do we safely navigate this fine line? Well, one way is to lean on a friend or an accountability partner. Get somebody to help you. Explore the hidden causes by yourself or again with help. Because many of our vulnerabilities have some underlying reason that, if understood, changes the problem significantly. And of course, ask God for clarity, guidance, and strength. He is, after all, on our side. One thing for sure is that if we avoid our challenges, we do not become stronger or prevent disasters. In the same way that if we don't exercise, we not only become weaker, we actually become more subject to injury. You know, the most successful people are the ones who intentionally face their fears and overcome their weaknesses. Growth doesn't require you to be strong first, but rather to carry your burden until it is no longer a burden. You don't want to wait to become fearless before moving forward. Don't wait to become perfectly disciplined before pursuing your goals. Don't wait until you are no longer tempted by something before seeking a better life. None of this should be taken as encouragement to become unwise and again charge carelessly into situations where you've learned valuable lessons, but rather to reframe these fault lines as challenges rather than bricks in an unmovable wall. If somebody asked you to define your identity, would you want to respond with, well, this is what I can't do. These are my faults. This is what I'm afraid of. Would you not rather define yourself as an overcomer? Wouldn't you rather your identity be as an upward striver? I do. I can tell you that the freedom and self-respect you can gain is worth facing the challenge. So the goal is not to become a person with no weaknesses, but to become a person whose weaknesses no longer have the final say. There's a lot more that could be explored about overcoming weaknesses and challenges, but the simple point of this video is to get you thinking about the possibilities that lie between the mountains of fearful, stagnant caution and reckless abandon, because there stretches a path of growth where wisdom and boldness together can guide you forward to better things. I hope this inspires you as it has me. I'm Dave Cleveland with LifePhilosophy.com, and my purpose is to share the thoughts that uplift us, to be the best version of ourselves. Here's another video about accepting things about ourselves that can also hold us back. Check it out.